Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the new episode of my RX-7 build. And remember the last video, so if you guys watched it, so I told you guys I'm gonna go to a car electrician and let them remove my cluster and remove the airbag light bulb. But you know what? I think I don't have the opportunity to drive my car to the workshop and wait for a couple hours. Because I'm really busy at work. So today I decided to remove the cluster by myself. Because I watched some videos and did some research online. So it's actually not too hard to remove the instrument cluster. So you only need to remove a couple of bolts and remove some panel and to get the cluster out. Today I'm gonna show you what I have to do, because as you can see, everything's still on the car. But I kind of know where to start. So let's get started. Before you do anything that related to the electrical part, so it's a good idea to disconnect the battery terminal. So I already disconnect the negative terminal, and so I watched video online, and so there's not too many videos on YouTube and teach you how to remove the cluster out of the RX-7 FD. But there's one pretty useful video. I can't remember the name, but you can search it. So it's actually pretty easy. So you just need to remove the steering column cover first. And there's a couple of screws for holding the cluster, and remove the lower AC panel. So it's pretty straightforward, and hopefully you can remove the cluster out. And there's a couple of plugs. So I don't know, so I need to start to do it and see what can I do. Yeah, and also today I'm gonna restore the cover, so maybe do some repaint to make it looks better. Yeah. Alright, let's get the tools ready. So you can see here, one screw, another one. So we have to remove the cover first. So it's pretty easy. Just remove the 3 screws and see what's going on. Yeah, should be coming out. Oh wait. So before you remove the screw, so it's a good idea to get a small container to keep the screws, because you don't want to lose it. And also the reason I wear the gloves all the time is because before I actually don't wear the gloves, and I got some nasty cut, and also sometimes the electric shock. Because before I used to connect 2 wires. Yeah, but I forgot to disconnect the battery terminal, and when the wires touching each other, actually the spark literally burned my hand. So it's a little bit hurt, but so right now I just just from that time, so I just wear gloves every time when I work on my car. So it's pretty good. And another good news, my neighbor back. I think they actually didn't leave, because I kind of like this car. It's a 3-liter, pretty classic Z4. I think that's the best Z4. All right, let's continue the work, because it's already 8:30 right now, so I don't want to work too late. I'll probably put my phone somewhere else so I can so the cover removed, and there's some cables connected. So this one is a small light bulb. So ignition lock. Let's have a look at what's under here. So they're supposed to have a screw here. Yeah, but I think someone already removed it. Maybe the previous owner. Yeah, when he worked on the car. Oh yeah, and there's another screw here. So under the paint screw. Another one already gone. Alright, so how can I open this thing? Already loose. Oh, it looks like there's another screw at the back. Let's have a look. Alright, I found the trick. So this one is very tricky. So if you have a look on the back, so there's a clip here. So normally you probably think you're gonna remove from this way. So but if you do it, this clip will definitely break. So what we have to do is put this thing, the panel in between from this position. Yeah, this is very tricky because I nearly break it, you know. So right now, yeah, see, probably need to remove this panel. Correct? Oh yes. So remove this side vent. Let's have a look. Mazda always design this really complicated. See, it's nearly break. So there's another screw behind. Man, this thing is supposed to make you break it, and or probably you can, so they can sell more interior parts, right? So I don't want to take the risk, because I decided to use a longer screwdriver so I can reach this screw here. It's coming off. What's this? Is there another screw here? Oh god. Man, every time I think to remove the interior part make me really freak out. Because I thought maybe some clips are broken or something. Yeah. Alright, so I removed this panel. Yeah, luckily nothing broken. Oh, I found a screw. So another screw here to hold the cluster. Yeah, if not, I'm not wrong. So there should be 2 screws. Yes, one here. So another one here. So you just need to remove this too and see what's going on. So every time we work on your Mazda FD, so just make sure to do it slowly and very carefully. So if you feel anything stuck, so don't put it really hard because you might break a lot of things. Because it's just like last time when I work on the door card, and also this panel, so many clips broken. So especially the door card, if you guys ever open a door card before, and you will notice there's a couple of very strange design clips from here, a couple of clip here. So if you pull this thing the wrong way, so most likely a couple of clips will break, and you will see a pretty big gap between this area. So that's not gonna look very good. Yeah. Right, anyways, yeah, I'll keep working, and so I'll talk later. So I will move some other screws. another one here. I think that's pretty much every screw I need to remove. Let's double check. Yeah, so all the screw out. So right now I think I just have to use my both hands, pull this thing towards me, so it should come off. Let's have a try. But I don't want to break anything, right? Oh my god, I think you really just need to pull this thing real hard. But yeah, because I thought another thing break, you know, but if you check on the back, there's some socket. So there's a couple of screws down there. Yeah, also the Mazda, the metal one. So yeah, it's not breaking, so it's good. Let's see how to get this out. Here's my boost gauge. It's kind of block the weight. Alright, let's have a try here. So you just need to unplug the cigarette lighter plug first, and there should be another couple of plugs. Here's the main plug for the cluster. Is there anyone? I think this one here. Let's try to remove it. You have a look from here. So another plug for the pop-up headlight switch. So this one gone. Should be supposed to be here. And there's another two plugs behind. So if you have a small hand, this thing will be a little bit tricky. So you might have to remove the steering wheel. But right now I'll try to keep the steering on and see if I can make it. And of course the light went off again. Yeah, look at this. We're nearly there, so it's actually easier if you pop in on the passenger side, so easier to access to the plug. Just make sure the upper one is don't mixed up. Come on, I need to use my both hand. Oh, wait a second. So yeah, you know what? I think so. The main purpose of this to remove the cluster is to remove the light bulb for the airbag. But because I just noticed that, so there's a couple of like the probably this for the light bulb, and as you can see here, so there's a couple of connections. Yeah. So I actually don't have to remove the whole cluster out. So I just really need to remove the light bulb. Oh, which one for airbag? I think should be this one, right? But I'm gonna remove one and to show you what's inside. Here we go. So this one is for the light bulb. I think this one might be for the ABS. But anyways, I nearly try to make things more complicated. It's actually a pretty easy job. So, all right, let's try to find out which one is, if I'm not wrong, this one here. But I need to connect the battery first and turn on the ignition and to locate the light bulb for the airbag. All right, so battery on again, and have a look. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 in the back. Which one's that? All right, let's try it. ABS, second one, the third one. Should be the third one. Yeah, easy. So if I'm not wrong, so this one's the right one for the airbag light. Okay, so should I actually take the airbag, the whole thing out, or oh yeah, so I remove it. So this light bulb is very easy to remove, similar to the parking light of the average cars. And that's it. So let's try for the lights too. And I'll put this thing back, yeah, just in case, because I don't want to lose it. Probably not that easy to find right now. Alright, so let's turn on the ignition again. Perfect. So no airbag light anymore. Just wait. So everything done. No airbag light. Now I just need to put everything back on, and so my car is all good. Just need it. So the cluster is back on the location, and it's pretty much finished. So what I need to do now is to restore the cover, yeah, to make it look better. Alright, I'll get on. Yeah, I also have some 600 grades sandpapers. I'm sanding the whole thing, sprayed it. Yep, so the paint preparation is ready. So I just need to paint the whole thing and let it dry for another 30 minutes before I put on. And I just need to shake my paint pretty well. So I'm using the matte black. So this one is actually it's a high temperature paint, but it's still okay for the normal surface. But it just shake pretty well, and should be pretty good on this one. You see after the first layer, so it looks instantly better. I'm gonna spray the second layer soon. Just do like a professional. Alright guys, I put everything back on again. See, the cover looks way better than before. Yeah, that's it. And a sticker, probably just leave it. Yeah, without the sticker it's still pretty clean. Yeah, the sticker is right here. Oh, where is it? Yeah, this was the original. Should I put this back on? Yeah, maybe just leave it there. Yeah, right. So let's have a look. So today, finished. No airbag light anymore. So the last thing I need to do is to bring the car to first the car and let them scan to make sure there's no other related issue, the airbag related. So it should be alright. And now this beauty again. Yeah. So I'm pretty glad I done almost everything by myself. So in this garage, so I spent over 1 month to get all the low volume certificate, the repair. So the only thing I didn't do by myself is the WAF sheet. Yeah, because I'm not the certified the WAF inspector, but I've pretty much done everything. So I'm pretty proud of myself of course, because at beginning, to be honest, I thought maybe I cannot do it because maybe I can only do the screws, like the steering wheel, some simple things. But in the end, because of and also the fact that I don't have enough time to run around between the workshop to fix other things, so they actually forced myself to do something by myself, which is a pretty good thing because first of all, I saved a lot of money by doing all this by myself, and secondly, I can learn. Actually, this time I learned. The most important thing is, so when you're trying to do something, so you have to try it, so before you can know whether or not you can do it or not. Because this time, so for example, the cluster, so I never thought I can put this thing out by myself because it's my first time to do this actually, but it's actually pretty easy, so don't be afraid. Also, of course, so when you try to build your car by yourself, maybe in the garage, so this one's a apartment garage, so sometimes the frustration also involved during the build. Because during the last few months, so I've been spending maybe every twice a week, but probably twice a week, I spend 5 to 6 hours every night to fix the cars. And sometimes you might have some issues with the light and with your tools, so you don't have enough tools. And also sometimes you break things, like for example my drill bits, and also the some nuts got stripped, so sometimes really annoying. And also last time, remember, so if you watch my video, you might remember, so when I try to remove the OEM steering wheel, so I break the steering wheel and I nearly couldn't remove this. There was thing to hold the steering wheel, what's that called, like an adapter, or so if I couldn't remove that thing, so I probably need to ask someone for the what's that called, the cutter, the grinder, but it will be really difficult. So luckily it didn't happen, so I find a way to remove the small thing stuck on the steering column. And also, so what's next? So maybe after I done the low volume certificate, so I'll stop for a while because I'm not gonna do. Probably this year I will keep driving the car without the further modification, because right now the car is pretty good for me. For the next few months I will just enjoy the car, and so I can drive the car more often, probably 2 or 3 times a week, so that's good. Sometimes I can drive the car to work and just make my work more interesting, because right now it's really busy at work and sometimes a little bit boring. Actually not boring, just a little bit tired. Maybe I can, so if I can drive my car to work and back home, maybe sometimes I can get relaxed. And so next time what I'm gonna do is I probably will make some video to introduce what I've all done, the mode list for my car. So stay tuned. And so what else to say, because right now it's quite late. It's about 11:30 right now, because I spent about 3 hours to finish this job. You guys probably noticed that my YouTube channel is reaching 1,000 subscribers soon. Right now probably need another 30 subscribers to reach 1,000. So if you guys haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Because if I can reach 1,000 subscribers, of course, so to earn some money onto YouTube is not a bad thing, but I didn't expect to earn too much. But the light went off again, but don't worry. So but at least I can earn something. And have more motivation for the YouTube. Guys, I have to go home now, and so tomorrow I just have a good rest today, and tomorrow I will go somewhere I can probably I will go hiking, because I quite like some quiet space during the weekend and with my girlfriend. 2 weeks ago I had a pretty impressive road trip with my girlfriend. So I drive my station wagon and I drive from Auckland to Taupo, and then the next day I drive from Taupo to New Plymouth, and we see the mountain, the Mount Taranaki. So pretty impressive because that day was pretty good, and we drive from the the Unforgotten Highway. It's a forgotten the Forgotten Word Highway, right? And so that road is pretty rough and pretty long, and also pretty shaky as well. And it was raining, so but not too many cars on the road, so that's pretty exciting. Editing the video for the road trip, it will be around 30 minutes long, and the pure driving it's like a passenger view, so you will enjoy the beautiful New Zealand road, of course, also some mountains. And so I hope you guys will enjoy it, and if you guys like it, so please subscribe my channel, and so I hope you guys enjoy the weekend, and tomorrow will be a good day. So see you next time.